Welcome back everybody, it's Paul Maglev here with another video. This time around we're going to be looking at something very special. It's the alpha release of Train Valley 2, which is supposed to come out in this quarter. And I didn't know what to think at first. I was really excited and really happy. It is an alpha release, so there is a lot of stuff that needs to be tinkered with and added to the game before it's complete. And I can give you some of my first impressions, second hand, because I've already played it all the way through as best as I can. And we got two different features! Graphic quality, beautiful and awesome! I don't know if there's a difference, but let's just go! Now it came out on Saturday. What was Saturday? Saturday, February 10th, I think it is? Yeah. February 10th, I got the email, changed my life. It felt like the sky was falling before this, but then I saw this and then I felt it's gonna be a-okay, because I can still play this as the world ends or whatever. So, let's just hop straight to it. There's no sound, so I'll have to add some post-edit. So we got a few levels here. We got levels 1, 9, and 10 in terms of something. I don't know why it says 10 and 3 and 9 and 2 and 1 and 1, but let's just hop to it. I wonder if anything's changed in the last few days. I wanted to be the first person who actually posted stuff related to this game as feedback to the developers on the Steam forums, but I didn't get that chance to do that. And I think I need to... Oh, push the wrong button. It's F9, isn't it? I forget which buttons work! No! I had pre-configured these. I think it might have restored to the default. Gosh dang it. What are the controls again? It was described in the email, and I had just changed it around a bit. Oh, now it's working, okay. So, let's see, what is the first thing we want to do? So yeah, let's just get that started up. So the mechanics of this game are kind of different from the original game, Train Valley, in that we actually work to industrialize the world by actually sorting different trains to different destinations based on stuff that they carry. So we've got passenger trains and we got a large variety of freight trains. Instead of having trains randomly going from one place to another, we need to get them to specific places to do certain tasks. And right now we're supplementing the lumber yards with an ample workforce. And we're gonna go build up this station over here, which will be also quintessential to our endeavors, which is the lumber mill. And then we'll be able to send some trains out over there, because we need some workers over here. And I can send some log trains over to the lumber mill as well. However, I can only send as many trains as there are locomotives marked down in the corner over here, in the lower left corner. If I try to send too many trains out, it won't send them out, because I have a set amount, so I'll have to buy more. And when I crash trains, I have to repair them. So I can't just randomly expect the game to just generate them like in the previous game. And we're able to zoom in and take a closer look at all the stuff. I can't actually drag. I have to use the arrow keys, but that's beside the point. But this is basically the gist of the game. Do we have enough pieces of split wood yet? I don't think so. Oh, and we get money by actually transferring stuff to different destinations. However, if we find ourselves in a situation where we have an extra train sending goods to a place that already has met its quota for materials, then we have to send it back to the place it came from. So if I had sent one too many log trains over to our town center over here, it would send the train back out onto the tracks, and I'd have to be careful. Victory! Yeah, that was actually a lot faster than I expected. But that's because I doubled the speed. Apparently, everything is contingent on how fast you're able to do stuff. And one of the other features to this game is that we can build bridges! And we can also build tunnels, but that's beside the point. I'm just hoping nobody's able to hear the phone over there. So we're gonna go, let's hook ourselves up with some treks heading over to our main town center. We're gonna need 9 cattle, 15 stacks of lumber, and 3 tires. Or sets of tires, rather. Oh, and because we've paused it, we haven't been able to generate more trains to send out. Gonna try to buy as many trains as humanly possible, because it does make life easier. And I was gonna go back to previously when I was mentioning earlier that I needed to go to the forums and tell the developers of some of the things that need to be improved and stuff that is working fine and stuff. But it looks like everybody's already beaten me to the punch online, because currently there's like, I don't know, there's like 5 pages of comments the last I checked back on Sunday. So it looks like all the issues have been sorted out, it would seem. What else was there? One thing I really appreciate about the... Oh right, I forgot. Shorter trains are faster, because they're carrying less. So they'll catch up to longer trains and crash into them. And now I have to go repair stuff. Gotta be careful about that. And they got this weird funny mechanic over here I'll show you again. That's going to be patched up. The developers already know about this weird one, so they're gonna go fix that up. What else was there? I also wanted to be the person who posted the first video on the alpha release of this game, but it looks like somebody beat me to the punch on that as well. And if I know any better, someone more famous than me is going to post a video online that's going to get more traction than mine. I remember what happened last time. It was a little disappointing, because I didn't have any competition whatsoever, but then somebody who's got more clout online and a larger viewing audience just like completely decked me. Do we have enough money to actually buy the track I want? We might not have enough. Yeah, we don't have enough. So I guess I'm just gonna have to go send some trains carrying grain over to the pastures. They're worth more than just sending passengers out or sending raw materials out, because they require human capital. Cultural capital, I think it is. I forget what it's called. Because there's natural capital, and then there's social capital, and then there's a different kind of capital that's associated with the workforce. It'll come to me. And we'll be able to send some people over to this sawmill again, and then some more to the lumber mill. And I think I just destroyed another train. Well, this is going to put a giant hole in my wallet. And these cattle trains are also extra doubly expensive because they take more effort to actually produce. Which means more profit! And there's some other cool mechanics in here as well. I'm trying to think what else is there. That should do it. And we'll be able to hook up the sawmill. Get some trains over there. Get some upgrades. How many pieces of timber do we need? We need 15. So I'll just send some trains over there to the sawmill until we have 15 of them. And we've got our trains upgraded, so we gotta be careful, because the upgraded trains do go faster. I think we got more than enough people over here, so we'll just send them over here. Also, I think we're able to control which train actually goes out of certain stations, based on which ones we select over here as well. That's also a nice feature. I still don't think I have enough to actually go and do some of the other things I want to, though. But I think that's pretty much all there is to it. There's some places I can build bridges, and there's some places I can do other things. And I can keep sending passenger trains as much as I want to add some extra revenue, which will be necessary in order to make ends meet. And we'll be able to upgrade our locomotives as well. Currently there's 2 prototypes that we got here. And the maximum prototypes are able to send out is 3 cars, which represent 3 units of goods or people or other forms of resources and stuff. The little green locomotives, though, can only carry 2 for some reason. They have a diminished capacity because they're not upgraded. And the less resources there are to send out, the less cars each train gets, which is why we find situations where there's trains that have more cars than others, leading to great speed differences. Alright, so I think we should be able to build a bridge here and hook it up to the rest of the line like this. Nope, we don't have enough money. But we should be able to have enough money soon. Yeah, we should be able to rake it in quite nicely now, with all this wood we've got. Oh! That was a little too close. And... do we have enough wood? I don't think we have enough wood. Actually, we do have enough wood. Excellent! So now we'll be able to... we'll be able to do our thing again. Was it F9 that I set it to? I forget which button I used to, to build track. Because I'm able to set those keys, and I set them at weird configurations. So now we'll be able to build this out. No. Yes, there we go. Make it all nice and neat. And then we'll be able to send 3 trains out over here, 3 trains out over here. And that should get the job done. Obviously, I'm not doing good time management-wise. I've lost 2 stars I could have had if I actually had conserved and saved up my time and managed it properly. But that's okay, because it's not that big a deal. I'm trying to think what else is there. I do want to show you the next level, though. To show you how the tunnel mechanics work. And once we've got all the latex from the rubber trees over here, we should be able to send it over to the refinery, get it all processed into tires, and then be good to go. Here's an awkward phenomenon. This tiny little train with the grain locomotive has a greater clip than this one, even though it's more powerful. And then we'll be able to send out some more trains from over here because we've reached capacity. And then some more trains full of tires. I think that should actually do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Just one more set of tires. Obviously, we've got more than that. Victory! Except we didn't do any of the accomplishments they were asking us to do. Not that it really matters, it's a high difficulty level. It's like maybe 9... Level 9 out of 10, maybe? There may be more. There's still much more to be experienced in the future. Now this one gets a little complicated. The way it's laid out, and someone has texted me. No, wait, that was a voicemail. So let's just... shoot. I want to build the tunnels first. That usually makes my life a lot easier. So we got our tunnels built, and then we'll be able to lay the tracks out. That's better. Gotta conserve on resources though, so we'll build it like this. And I think we should be able to start. This should be a good start. We can't spend too much though. But we'll be able to get these guys over to the quarry to go mine some of the clay, and then we'll send it over to the kilns to get them processed into bricks. And then after that we should be able to send some coal and some ore over to here. I think we're producing something. Is it metal? Because usually metal's shaped like ingots, which are rectangular prisms. But for some reason they're cylindrical in this game, for some reason. I don't know why. But I'll be able to figure it out eventually. How many bricks do we need? We need 15. 2, 8... no wait. 2, 9, that's 11. Once we've got all 15 of those sorted, we should be fine and dandy. Let's get ourselves some upgrades as well. The faster these trains can go, the better. So we've got 15 sending the passenger train to the wrong destination. But that's okay, we'll work around it. This is totally fine. Because we need to get people over here anyway, at some point. I've never heard the engine so loud outside. I have neighbors that like fancy cars. And that should do it. We'll be able to send some passenger trains out now. Hopefully upgrade them. And then we can oscillate between this station and this station, which will be good in terms of distributing our workforce. Let's see here. We also need to set up the tracks to actually safely secure trains heading in certain directions. Forget how I did this previously. Nope, I don't want to send this out. Send it back. So we need to build tracks that go up and over this way. That'll do it. Oh, I don't have enough workers over at the mills. I mean, over at the kilns. We'll have to get that sorted. And we also have to build this up as well. I don't know why we have to be responsible for building up these stations. I'll just relegate it to game logic. And then we'll be able to... Oh, right. Gotta do some weird finagling. Come on, please, work for me. There we go. And I don't have enough. We don't have enough cash to do what I want. Now we do. And I'll be able to send these trains out. Over to the foundry. Yeah, that works. Oh right, I already sent all my trains out, so I can't send out anymore. So yeah, this is basically how this game works for now, for the time being. Things are obviously going to change. Stuff is going to be rebalanced, obviously, because I've tried to get everything sent to their respective stations to get the 3 stars associated with punctuality. And I just can't do it for the life of me. One thing that would be really great, though, is that if I have too many people in a place that I don't need anymore, it would be great if I'd be able to send them back out to somewhere else. And that would be the sweetest thing of all. So I'm gonna need 6 of these. We got enough coal, we got enough people over here. I think we'll have enough people to get the ore out of the ground right about now. We don't need to send any more trains out, but for the sake of revenue, we'll just send them over to the quarry to go mine some clay. And while they're doing that, we'll be able to send the ore over to the foundry. And then get all that smelted up. And from there, we should be able to send everything over to this town over here, and we'll be good to go. There it is. Yeah, I don't know what those things are. Because they don't look like ingots. And they're obviously too large to be magnets. And I think that's gonna do it. Oh, we actually got some stars this time. So yeah, there's some things that need to be worked out. We now have mechanics related to changes in elevation, which we didn't have in the previous game. So trains can go up and down slopes and grades, and we can build bridges over them and dig tunnels through them as well, which is also really nice. There's a lot of potential here, and I want to see what Plasm.com and the developers there have in store for us over in the Steam community, and I think, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next video, and until then, take care, stay awesome, stay true to yourself, and remember to never give up. Bye, everybody.